Morning Internet. The Urban Hiker is at it again, and today's walk is going to be about 6 to 8 kilometers, at least according to the map. I've already checked out the weather and it looks kind of bad. It's already starting to rain, so I'm not really sure whether we'll cover the entire 8 kilometers or not, but we'll see how this works out. If the rain holds off, then it should be a really nice walk. What I'm doing is taking one of the 3 ways out of Carbondale, Pennsylvania that requires one to climb a hill. Now, this is not a mountain, it's just a hill. But there are 5 ways in and out of Carbondale, and 3 of them require crossing, climbing out of a valley, let's put it that way. Carbondale is in a valley, and 2 of the ways in and out of town are on a main road that follows the valley, and 3 of the ways in and out of town actually climb over the mountain that makes up the valley. So what we're doing this morning is following one of the ways out of town that actually crosses the mountain and goes down on the other side. We have reached the top of the hill that leads out of Carbondale. And as you can see that small intersection down there, we're going to head to the left and into a little town called White's Crossing. If we stay to the right, we would continue up the hill all the way to the top of the ridge and then down into a town called Waymart. But we're going to go left into White's Crossing and then down into Simpson. And then eventually that will take us back to Carbondale. Like I said, altogether it's going to be probably about 6 to 8 kilometers walking. We're now in a village called White's Crossing. I think officially it's called a township. In Pennsylvania they have villages, townships, and other kinds of designations for cities, but I'm not sure what the difference is. But if you're interested in that, you can look it up. And we're heading downhill now. We're going into another small town called Simpson, which is about 4 kilometers, I think it's north of Carbondale. But we're going downhill. If you're a cyclist and you like hills, this is a perfect hill to be riding up. It's relatively short, but it's very steep. And it's called Reservoir Street, right over there on the right-hand side of the screen. And I think the road I'm standing on is called Moss Avenue or Moss Road. But either one of these is a nice climb. It's very steep, but it's less than 2 kilometers long. You can actually see the other side of the valley over there. That mountain that you see in front of us is the other side of the Lackawanna Valley. So it's not a very wide valley. It is long, of course, but it's not very wide. And when at the bottom of that road, we're going to turn left. Okay, we are walking south towards Carbondale. We're in Simpson right now. And it's probably another 2 kilometers from where we are. So it's not going to be too long before we get there. As you can see, the road is wet. It is raining off and on, but right now it's not raining at all. But when it does rain, it's usually just sprinkling. But it's the kind of rain we normally get here in Pennsylvania in May. The only real difference is that I think it's 8 degrees now, which is unusual. So if it was a heavy rain, it would really be uncomfortable to be out here, but so far it's just a light rain, very light rain. If we wanted to, we could stick to the left-hand side and take the main road back into Carbondale. But what I think I'm going to do is head right along this path, which is part of the Rails to Trails in Lackawanna County, I think. Anyway, it's a path that goes along the Lackawanna River, and it leads pretty much to the same place. So I'm going to take that. It's a little bit quieter and a nicer walk. I said earlier that this pathway is part of the Rails to Trails, and I think it is, but I know that the original Rails to Trails is on the other side of the river over there. This one, it might be part of it, I don't know, but it's a nice part. It goes from the 1909 bridge, which you saw in a previous video, and it goes up to the Simpson Carbondale borderline. I'm not exactly sure how long it is, but it's a very nice walk. It's paved. It's got nice landscaping on either side of the path, and you have the river to your right or to your left, depending on which way you're walking. But it's a nice trail. We're gonna call it a day on this video. The batteries on the audio recorder are dying, and we're almost finished anyway. With another 1 to 1.5 kilometers, we're gonna be back to where we started. So thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next time.